Well, get ready for a musical celebration of rhythm and honor, a Latin-themed concert that blends vibrant sound with a salute to the armed forces. Plus, hits from West Side Story. Let's welcome back our good friend Wojtek Malewski, music director for the Summerville Orchestra, and Cameron Buskirk, musician and vice president of the Musicians Board, and local DJ to boot. Glad to have you gentlemen here with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
So we were joking, do you spin to the tunes of Tchaikovsky and some of the classics, but it sounds like you're a little bit more
maybe a little bit more modern, just a couple hundred years.
I'd like to hear what you could do with a modern song and maybe a little classical thrown in.
We were just talking about that. We need to come up with like an idea that fuses
totally
that next season or the year after. We're already thinking ahead with that.
I am there for it. I am there for it.
Yeah.
But it's so great to see you. Wonderful to see you again, Wojtek. So tell us about this program that's happening Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
It's a wonderful way to celebrate our heroes.
It's amazing. So we're combining two different, of course, different elements, but equally important for us, the idea of rhythm and its vitality, its existence in the orchestra, the heartbeat, the pulse of the orchestra, but the pulse of our nation really is our veterans too. And so we're honoring both of those elements this weekend. Even though it's a few days after Veterans Day, it's the best we could do. So we're playing a tribute to our veterans.
You keep the celebration of our heroes going.
Absolutely,
I mean, it shouldn't just be one day a year, anyways. It really should be 365.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah, right. So tell me about the combination of the patriotism and the Latin theme. How do you blend the two?
Celebration, it's energy. I think those are the two best words to describe. And we're playing music that is so vibrant. It's so full of life.
Who are some of the composers?
Yeah, so the first piece we're playing is a piece called Anthropolis by Gabriela Ortiz, who is quickly becoming one of the most prolific, most performed composers around the world, let alone female composers of the world. She's from Mexico. It's a piece that celebrates Mexican nightclubs and the tradition of like how different nightclubs have different identities there. So there's like a punk club and there's a jazz club and there's like this like just dance club. So it's a celebration of nightlife and the vibrancy of music that exists in all sorts of facets and forms. And so she tries to fuse that together. And it's such a testament to who we are. We try to do things a little bit outside the box.
Sure.
And that piece I feel like just celebrates us so well.
And then I can see where the West Side Story would come in.
100%. Ironically, they both have a really cool mambo in them. So
yes.
They both have a really good mambo in them. Anthropolis is really cool. We get to feature one of our great musicians, our principal percussionist, Lillian Garcia. She has a huge timpani solo, which is so rare in the orchestral.
Is that right?
So rare to have a timpani solo.
Interesting. Why is that? Is it just something, an instrument that's not used that often?
It's used, all the time, but in such a different way. It's always like a background, foundational support basis. But Gabriela Ortiz was like, why not? Like, let's let it shine. Let's let it rip. So she was using the timpani as a total like centerpiece of the piece, which is so fun, and we get to celebrate Lillian as a result.
That's so cool. So tell us a bit more about you, Cameron. So you are the vice president of the Musicians Guild. So that's a big responsibility.
It is, yeah. So pretty much we are just there to be the voice of the musicians to the board of directors, and just kind of feel like the musicians that we still have a voice in the things that goes on in the orchestra. And I mean, this orchestra is growing so much, and it's really amazing to see what we're doing. We just hired a new executive director, and so just kind of having our role in that and kind of feeling like we have a say is really important. And I'm glad that our board of directors really feels like they want to listen to us, and we feel really supported by our musicians.
And there's a very strong musical community here in
Absolutely.
Charleston, in the Low Country, generally speaking. How did you get into being a DJ? You're a classical musician, right?
Right.
What do you play typically?
The horn.
The horn.
Yes.
Okay. So how did you get into DJing?
I love electronic music.
Oh.
And so going from electronic music, getting into the DJ world, those two are kind of synonymous. And so my favorite electronic artists, they're all DJs as well. And so just growing up and listening to that, and now I like to play almost anything.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for the Anthropolis because, it's like he's saying, kind of walking down the street and hearing just a bit of music coming from the one club. And you walk a little bit further down and you hear a different club and you're hearing a different style of music. And it's kind of like Charleston. Whenever I'm going to one of my gigs on a Friday or Saturday night, walking down the street, I'm like, oh, that DJ's in there. He's playing pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's like walking another club. It's like, okay, a little bit different, but I like that vibe too.
That's the definition of street cred.
Right, exactly.
You like what you hear when you're walking past the front door, right?
Exactly right.
So who are among your favorite electronic musicians?
Ooh,
What do you tend to spin typically?
If I had my choice, I would do like house or techno house.
Okay.
Yeah, and techno. Those are my
kind
favorite.
of speaking my language.
Okay.
I'm aging myself, obviously, because when house
we'll party off.
first came on the scene, right? No. But do you have any particular artists that you enjoy?
My favorite would probably be Matroda. He's Croatian. He's super good. I like his music a lot.
And one that was recently introduced to me, Cream with a K.
Oh, yeah.
You know them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were in Charleston recently too.
Yeah.
I think I just earned some street cred.
Yeah,
You did.
Okay, all right. Okay, beautiful. So you don't want to miss this. Rhythms. We have too much fun. Rhythms and Valor. This is Friday and Saturday. Evening show on Friday, matinee on Saturday. Make sure you go out. It's going to be performed where?
At the Summers Corner Performing Arts Center.
Fantastic for people who want more information about the Summerville Orchestra. Where should they go?
SummervilleOrchestra.org.
Yes.
Not .com.
.org. O-R-G, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
The OGs of Summerville Orchestra. We'll be back after this.